This week has been interesting. A lot of issues have forced our return to your screens, but today we'll focus on only one, the MMDC saga and the female factor. The local government minister announced 222 men had been nominated for Metropolitan Municipal District Chief Executives after criticisms over the delay in appointing them. In fact, it took 9 months after the previous DCE's tenures had expired. And of course, consistent calls by sections of the public, including the minority in Parliament. 38 women were announced as nominees for the various metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies. You do the math. It comes down to 14% of the total number. This same week, we learned that there are 400,000 more women than men in Ghana. In total, we have more than 15 million women. Yes, those are the latest figures from the government statistician. Yet, it is a men's world. The minority gets to make decisions for the majority. This has been the case for centuries. Over the years, many men have repeatedly stated that a woman's place is the kitchen. A case in hand is the Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, who boldly stated, "My wife belongs to my kitchen and my living room and the other room." A one-time CPP candidate described women as comforters. Of course, we've heard worse things said about women. I guess you see where this editorial is heading. It's a known fact that historically there are more men holding leadership positions than women. So is it that women don't want to have a seat at the decision-making table? Far from that. We have women outliers and firebrands who would fight for representation. But we also have many women who are unable to rise because of impediments put in their way through no fault of theirs. Women are jostling domestic duties, and many don't get the support from their spouses that they so critically need. Some women are forced to choose marriage over their careers and ambitions. Some women win this battle, but many others cave in and say no to political office. So it's a real battle. I tell you. We asked the local government minister, Dan Boche, why there are 222 men as against 38 women. This is what he had to say.
The most important issue is this. The women engagement in the political life is something that we should have to continue to work to make sure that we get many of our women interested and become active in our.
They were not interested at all?
Active and so but the number of people who came expressed interest in this. I'm sure, and I know, because I have seen some names who did not appear at the vetting.
Okay. So
I have seen some names who did not appear at the vetting.
So it's a matter of...
It means that Mr. President has
The pool was limited. The pool
Mr. President has gone ahead to get other ladies nominated for this position, even though they may not have appeared before.
So what it is that it's not as if a lot of women made themselves available, the president just drew 14%.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So here's what we did. We painstakingly went through the entire list of women who applied, and we realized that a total of 53 women applied. We're not saying that women should not be held against a high standard. What we're saying is that there should be a conscious effort to get them into the decision-making space. So indeed, the government could have done far more. So out of the over 15 million women that we find in this country, only 38 are willing to lead. That's the question I'm asking. That's difficult to believe.
The most important thing is power, that you sit around the table whereby the decisions that you make are enforced and become the norms and regulations by which the society lives. So I think that is for me, what I've seen in the 2.5 years that I've been in office, that not enough movement is being made by the 52% of the Ghanaian population that are women to be able to be in the position to make these decisions.
So, Mr. President, we expect you to open the door wider. Your female ministers put together a strong defense for you when gender activists criticized you.
Is the man who proposed that sitting female members of parliament should go unopposed. Because once you have a certain number in hand and you have more adding to it, then you have the possibility of getting more.
So, Mr. President, if you've done it, you can do better. The challenges that hold women down from flying high are very heavy. At least 100 nominees would have been decent, not the measly 38. We need to begin to change the narrative with our deeds and not just rhetoric. So, my dear women, if men are not giving us seats at the decision table, let us bring our chairs. The voices of women should not be muted with our permission.